Well, for all you guys who shit talking about the generic stat boys, they got to go before Marcus, so...
Yeah, which one's Marcus?
Do they get to go?
Well, it has his name under it.
Is he the dumb slow?
No, only
Only
Matilda has a
does.
name. Has a name.
Oh, yep. Okay. That's the one thing I hate about this token system is I have to manually go and put all these fucking names in and make it so they're visible.
Irving.
Oh sweet, I'm going
Fucking
first.
nerd name.
I'm gonna cast haste on the horse.
Sorry,
Doubling
I'm still...
Its
sorry.
movement speed. Oh, okay.
I'm
well,
still...
like,
I only have one more.
I don't care about this game anyway.
Wait, is...
Shut the fuck up.
So wait, is the horse... You're using the horse to basically represent...
The horse is where me and Lyra are, yes. I'm
Okay.
just gonna move the horse token because it's gonna be a bitch to move my token
Yeah,
as well.
everyone's at once. Okay.
Because technically speaking, I am occupying this space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and Matilda, who does not have any initiative bonus, gets to go first.
Well, I hope she's gonna move.
What about
Trying her
me?
best.
How is she going first?
Hopefully she's gonna move over here somewhere. Otherwise she's gonna get run over.
I think we should run her over. Put her in the
That
hospital.
might just traumatize Gareth.
Yeah, Trilby. I mean, Salt. Did the horse's hooves get replaced with cardboard? or wood even? Or are they still lethal weapons?
No, but they
The horse
also
can't
did say
attack.
you're not...
It can
they also
kick.
The rules for mounted combat are that I can choose to let the horse act on its own and it can do whatever the hell it wants, or I can take control of it and the only actions it can take are dash, dodge, and disengage.
That's stupid.
But it
Okay.
takes its turn at the same time as mine.
The three
Okay.
Ds of horse movement.
Yeah, D and D and D.
Matilda, let me double check what she can do.
She is going to cry like a baby because that's what she is.
No, actually. She is going to stand where she is, plant both feet in the ground, and she is going to raise up a holy symbol, and then she is going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, cool.
Spirit Guardians is one of the best level 3 spells.
Don't care.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
What?
Trilby gets it.
The area around her is difficult terrain.
We'll just go around her, it's fine. We can dodge and juke. Or we'll go up... Why don't we go up this hill here, and then jump across?
Do you have quicken spell?
Yes.
Okay, quicken haste and hit her with a damage cantrip.
Oh, sick.
Try
A
and
gouge
make it.
cantrip. I can just use a damage spell.
No, you can't, because you can't cast 2 spells in a turn.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
That's the rule that prevents
Yeah,
casters
indeed.
from being stupid.
Yeah,
Cast
so
should be the...
blast with the damage. Yeah, everybody focus fire on her to try and make her fail a concentration check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is just a really bad indicator to show that she's got the thing around her. I guess I didn't have to do that. I could just put the square around her, huh? I want to be visual though.
It's
Anyways,
cool. What form is her spirit guardians taking?
Yeah, so basically, the way that these kind of form around her is there's this ring of blades that sort of goes around in a circle. You know Virgil's
Summon swords.
his summon swords, but basically as they all appear, a ethereal, heavenly-looking figure that's kind of illuminated by a halo around the back of the head grabs them, and they all just stand in kind of a phalanx around her.
Okay, that's pretty
Alright,
cool.
new plan. The horse crew goes the other way around, and Gaius has a stand battle with Matilda. How's that for a plan?
As Matilda finishes casting the spell, she's going to say, I just want everybody to know, no hard feelings, but I am going to try my best.
I'm gonna look over at her,
Don't worry.
put down the visor on my helmet, and just raise my lance.
Don't worry, Matilda. We'll still be friends. It's cool.
Alright!
Yeah.
Okay, next is going to be...
It's my turn.
is she gonna move? No, she's gonna stay where she is. Yeah, your turn.
Great. So yeah, I'm gonna use a meta magic point for quicken spell, haste the horse, and then fire a frost bolt. Except it's not a frost bolt; it's like a water bolt.
Sure.
To Matilda.
All right. Go ahead
It's a
and
range
roll
attack, right?
spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just plus my casting thing, right?
Yep.
6, yay. Oh wow.
That does not hit. So you make this ball and you send it across the field, and the angels basically all converge and throw shields up towards it, and it just evaporates against them.
How did you roll so badly for all of the other NPCs?
I told you, most of them have very small dex bonuses, and also she just got a natural 19. Alright, guys.
Wait, Trilby, are you going last?
Second last, I think.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, well.
Also, goes without saying, red flag is theirs, yellow flag is yours.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
That's a bit of a red flag.
Heyo. Funny joke.
I'm also just gonna mark with X's where you guys are supposed to bring the enemy flag to win, which is just behind the other flag.
Oh, is this like a Halo rules? How if they've got our flag, we can't get the win, kind of?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So at the very least, one of you has to have the flag back. You don't need to bring it back to position, but they can't be holding it.
Okay.
So wait, how do you get the flag off someone? Do you just fight?
Kill them.
Knocking them out, you can have a strength contest to steal it, but they can steal it right back from you, so the most reliable way is to knock them out.
Okay, cool.
Flex on them.
Knife, are you on the measuring tool or you're on the move tool?
No, I'm on the measuring because I'm trying.
Okay.
But the area immediately around it is difficult terrain, so I only have 40.
Well, if you do your thing, doesn't your attack range extend by like 10?
Oh, you're right, it does.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
I was gonna say, that's why Astral Self is probably one of the better monk classes, because it means you aren't restricted to the fact you're a shitty melee character. I shouldn't say shitty melee character, but monks do have a lot of problems.
You should summon your stand.
That's the plan. Stand battle is a go. Alright, so yeah, Gaius runs up to just before the fucking ring of swords. He cracks his knuckles, and then the astral arms appear, like, sort of back and behind him, cracking their knuckles.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
This is what Knife's character is screaming, by the way, like in character.
Yeah.
Concentration
Yeah,
checks
sure.
are just flat d20, and if it's 10 or above, they pass, and below, they fail.
No, you add the damage they took to the thing.
Concentration checks are half damage taken, or 10, whatever's highest. It's a Constitution
21.
saving throw, and you have to make it for every source of damage that you take.
Okay. Yeah,
21.
that's gonna hit. Okay.
6 non-lethal radiant damage.
Yes, it goes without saying these are all non-lethal. Don't worry.
I mean, that doesn't matter unless, of course, she's only got 6 hit points.
You can attack twice, can't you? Don't you have extra attack at level 5?
No, I only have stunning strike.
Monks
Extra
get-
effects the fighter ability, isn't it?
This guy's throat
every-
must really hurt.
Extra.
Every martial
Monks get-
class gets extra attack at level 5. Fighter just gets extra attack every 5 levels.
Yeah, at 5th level you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
The other
I
benefit
hate
of the,
this song.
the other,
This
There's a
hurts.
16 hit.
Yes, that also hits.
Who are you hitting?
Matilda.
Matilda with my.
Why don't you hit the
Uh,
guy who's right next to you?
Well, because Matilda's the one with the weird ghost thing, and I want to have a cool stand battle.
Oh, okay. But her ones can't really attack, they just hit you if you get close.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. Instead of doing the to really make this a stand battle, I'm going to use my menacing feat.
Oh,
So instead of that last attack, I will make a charisma intimidation check against their insight.
Okay.
Don't make Matilda cry.
She does have pretty high wisdom, but sure, go ahead and roll.
Enough to beat a natural 20.
You made her cry, you bastard.
yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
So-
dude.
before that, I'm going to have her make her first concentration.
Gareth is gonna kick your ass for this.
No, I'm kicking her ass so Gareth doesn't have to.
Fair point.
And so I don't have to.
Okay, yeah, concentration is broken.
Oh no.
And also now she's gonna piss herself and run away.
Enemy stand. Don't make her run away.
She has
Embarrass
to, she's
herself like
frightened.
that.
Yeah, she's frightened.
Okay. So,
Embarrassing.
basically, what happens here is you summon your, you summon Soul Invictus behind you, and you strike that, that monk pose of just breathing in for a bit before you go in with the Star Platinum arms behind you, and you just kind of systematically go through all of her spirit guardians as they come through and basically just get punched and shattered and evaporate into light. And you give like one last blow towards Matilda and just stand there with the little menacing characters behind you. And she is just going to stand there and she is going to book it.
How is he doing that in real life?
Well, she's not going to move now, but she is frightened. So yeah, Matilda basically drops the spell, and Marcus is just going to look her direction and go, "No, I can't believe this totem's already useless."
Hey,
One
leave her
person has
alone!
done one thing!
Jesus.
Don't let us think you've won, Populares.
Use our names, shitlord.
Alright, Populares scum. Alright, Waffles. It's your turn.
He's taking a call.
Rip.
Okay, well,
Mission time.
Just say he uses Eldritch Blast. What the fuck else is he gonna do?
Magic missile.
Yeah, right.
I really hope you at least put Eldritch Blast on his sheet.
Nah, he's just gonna use his crossbow.
Christmas from his position is going to fire an Eldritch Blast out into the... Wait, is Eldritch Blast able to fire another one? Yeah, 2 beams, which doesn't matter because...
Well, technically, you have to
Okay.
make a separate attack roll for each one.
Well, you got a 6 and a 9 and neither of those hit.
Nice.
Oh my god, shut up.
Heyo. You know what that
so-
is?
Christmas
Sex
basically
number.
holds out 2 palms and he fires them out kind of wildly out into the field and just they both go and kind of smoke up little patches of grass on each side and don't find purchase on anybody. Next is going to be Gareth. Right. So Gareth is going to
Good news, you don't need to beat up your honey.
1, 2, 3. Hey, alleged honey. Okay. These are both gonna hit. So basically, you see Gareth kind of psych himself up for a moment. He is going to kind of lift his shield up off the ground and then pull the sword behind. He's going to run at one of the other students who is kind of just standing there in awe of Gaius at the moment, and he doesn't realize that Gareth's on the way, and he kind of just strikes him in the helmet on the side of it with the wooden sword, and then he's going to hit him again, kind of flat in the chest with it. It is not going to take him out, but he is very close to being KO'd.
Woo! Nice going, Gareth.
Yeah. Just doing what you guys are telling me. Okay, next is Viola.
Viola. Okay.
Who's this bitch? She sounds snooty.
Yeah, right.
Viola.
Alex's character.
Oh shit, sorry.
You're such an asshole.
Oh, I thought it was an NPC.
It's okay. It's
Oh,
alright.
so just because they're not people, you think it's fine to make fun of them?
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're not people.
Yes, it's just you making a funny voice.
Aren't you gonna?
Right,
I-
Weren't you gonna stay behind to defend the flag?
I was, but it seems like they're gonna have a hard time getting to our defense.
That's fair.
Like, we've got them
And
pretty.
before, this is what loses us the match.
I mean, yeah, probably, but we don't talk about that.
I'll just move myself
That's
out of the way.
Okay. In that
You-
case...
Wait,
That's his name, Nameless
did-
Soldier.
Did you dash to move that far, or was that just a normal
No,
move?
that was just 25. But that was just
Okay.
fine.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you could dash to get a bit further, but...
Cause she's a halfling, so...
Yeah.
Oh my
also,
god,
she dashes...
she's a halfling. We can
Yeah.
just pick her.
Yeah.
We can just like do the, you know, like the hand thing on her forehead, and she can't get to us.
True.
She's on your side.
I mean, I can do that
Okay.
to everyone. Half my weapons have reach.
Just like put a hand on the end of your lance and hold people away with it.
Anyways.
That's
So-
typically
I
how
forget.
pole arms work. Yes,
I keep forgetting what's going on.
just
Okay,
more
one of the-
violent.
Well, that's why I gave everybody yellow things around their tokens so that you know who's who.
Yeah, but I'm stupid.
Okay, never mind. For all you guys made fun of these generic NPCs, this guy landed a nat 20. So, Gaius, you are so focused on having your little
And
your
scaring,
little efforts of
scaring Matilda.
that you don't notice one of her allies on her side basically coming at you with a broadsword, and he
Oh no, it's her simp.
Like,
That-
cool.
that's
It's a
fair.
literal white knight.
I'll protect you, my queen.
Please, a crumb of coochie, like.
A crumb, I beg you.
Let me get a sniff of your
Uh,
coochie.
So you are going to take 6 slashing damage as he basically goes and
That's
strikes
his crit.
there.
6.
Well, yeah, he's not that tough.
I mean, it's better than the alternative, which would have been 1.
Yeah.
What are these guys? What stat block are you using for these guys?
What does it matter? Stop metagaming.
Oh, sorry.
1, 2, and then this other one is going to go and attack Gaius' skull. Does 15 hit you?
Let me double
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get any additional AC from my
only
actual
2.
self-arms.
So the next one who is slightly less confident in his abilities is going to come and kind of just smack you in the shoulder with it. But he has a very cocksure expression on his face, like, yeah, we got him.
Ah,
Alright,
you aren't ready for the horse.
and then the other 2 up on the hill near the flag are going to just stay in formation to prevent anybody from getting near. Next is going to be Marcus, who is going to...
Get fucked.
He is going to go down to... No, he's going to go over here, actually, so he doesn't get fucking attacked by 2 people at once. And he is going to...
I can't wait for Marcus to get styled on by a midget.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
say something. Make like a cow joke. Say someone to the farmer his livestock got loose or something.
I mean, that's... He's not, like, fat, he's pretty fit.
No, because like the cow, because of his cow thing.
Well, it's not a cow, it's a bull. Those are different. Cows
Oh.
are female.
The joke still works.
Yeah, he's gonna use Reckless so that he gets advantage on this, so...
Oh, is this guy a barbarian?
Okay. I am assuming 16 hits. Yeah. Or, sorry, 21 hits. Okay.
Wait, who's
So,
he attacking?
Viola. So, basically, Argus is going to kind of, slam the butt of his great axe into the ground, and he's going to come at... Yeah, okay, really fucking funny, pal. He's going to drag it across the ground and kind of, sweep it upwards to get just this big dust cloud in your eyes, so you kind of have to hold your hand up and block your vision, and just as you're able to clear it and go away, he appears overhead to you, which is pretty easy considering he's twice your height as a human versus a halfling, and he's going to slam it down on your head for a big old conk to the head. That
Oh
is-
no, you've been bonked on the head.
Is he engaged?
That is 12. Yeah,
Oh, God.
don't let him get 6 stacks on you or he's gonna
Yeah,
execute you.
fuck. Too late.
Wait, what is gonna execute you?
It's a League of Legends joke.
Oh right, okay.
Because we're cool.
Yeah. We're not that
Fucking
cool.
nerd. Fucking nerds. League of Legends
so-
nerds.
So
Sucks.
because
You're
of
playing D&D. What the?
So, because of Reckless, for the record, attack rolls against him have advantage until his next turn.
Oh, okay.
That's the trade-off with Reckless.
That was reckless swing. Okay, cool.
Cool,
okay.
cool.
That
I
was
love that.
Okay,
It
Beatrix,
was.
it is your turn.
Okay.
Horse
um,
time.
Yeah, horse time. So I am
Man,
going.
if this horse hits anything, it's just gonna explode.
Oh. I forgot to give Zona a spot in the center in this mission order. I'm gonna just get that now and have him go at the end of the thing. Never mind, he was going at the end anyways.
What a nerd.
Thanks for being a team player, Zona.
How the hell did he roll a 0? Oh,
That's
4.
a 2.
I was just looking at the initiative thing and it said you had a 0. Sorry. Okay.
I mean, technically, you could have a 0 if you had a negative dex modifier.
That's true.
You're able to move the horse, right?
Yes. So the horse is gonna run down here and off
Yep.
the map.
Does that provoke attack of opportunity?
It would provoke an attack of opportunity from Matilda.
Can frightened characters do attacks of opportunity?
Yes, but
Yeah, I
they have
think
disadvantage
so.
on attack rolls.
Okay.
Isn't it
So-
against the person they're frightened of?
No, they just
let
have
me-
disadvantage when they can see the object of their fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So she will take a swing as it goes by. Okay. Unfortunately, she's not that great at melee, so who knows if this is gonna do anything.
She just going, and trying to hit us
16.
with a stick. What's the AC of a horse?
16. Fuck, let me
That
double
probably
check.
hit.
I don't.
I want to say it's 15.
I'm trying to. My horse has barding.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair.
And
The horse has
it-
what now?
barding.
Oh, like a horse costume.
It's sure.
Or ring mail is 14 AC. So yeah.
I also forgot to put it in Burbing in the turn order, so I'm just gonna do that now.
So yeah, she
And we're
hits.
gonna have to go. Okay, so it's not gonna be that much damage because it is just a mace. So as you're running by, Matilda is just starting to kind of turn and flee towards just kind of starting to turn and flee to
Oh wait, she has
get away from.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Let me fix that then. Maybe 1 plus 2, 11. Yeah, okay.
That
She's
is
gonna miss.
So, you know, even if she only lightly injures this horse, we're still gonna have to put it down.
Yes, he's just way too eager to murder horses.
You're
I mean,
the
we
one that
shouldn't
called
like-
them suicide machines.
Yeah,
I think we should make
going
Matilda
off the
do it.
conversation last session, the horse will kill itself, so
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
I
have
think we should make Matilda kill the horse herself. If she injures it.
Jesus Christ.
God,
Okay,
stuff.
so is that your turn?
No.
Alright.
I've only used like 55 feet of my horse's movement.
Jeez.
It has 120 feet of movement when hasted.
Oh, so fast.
So yeah, it's gonna use another few feet to go up here.
Yep.
And then, as we're coming in, I'm gonna take my lance, and I'm going to attack these two jobbers that are standing next to the,
These two very important characters who will be vital to the plot of this campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
who are standing next to it.
Yep.
How dare you call them jobbers? They're trying their best.
With my action.
I'm just gonna consider those two rolls right there the ones. So,
So,
Okay,
a
so-
19 and a 25.
sure. Roll the damage for that. Just click the damage thing twice. Yeah. So you
Wait, aren't those? Oh wait, how does it work if you're technically on the large creature with the target being within 5 feet of you?
I believe horses count as being 5 feet above because they're tall.
Okay.
Technically I'm doing it when the horse is here. It's just...
Okay.
Yeah.
It's difficult to grab the token from that. Yeah, it's fine. So basically, you take the lance and you kind of just bat at both.
Oh wait, actually is it an action to grab
honk
the,
over.
flag?
Yeah, it would be an action to grab the flag.
Okay, then I don't attack them.
Oh, okay then. They are fine.
Well, I was gonna say can't Fish's name I can't remember. Lara.
Lyra. No, she's already used her turn.
But like
Mm.
grab it next
On our next turn.
because you
Yeah, she
don't have any
is
movement.
early in order.
I don't have any movement left. Oh, that's so funny. So, yeah, I'm gonna get here, and I think
Yep.
that just about used my movement. I worked it out. So I'm gonna use my action to grab the flag,
Yep.
and then the horse is gonna use its action to dash.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That's open
Wow.
box attack to opportunity, right?
Why are horses
Yes.
so open?
This is the
I think
benefit
just-
of having the horse act on your turn. It gets its own action.
I think just the dream team of Horse and Haste is just specifically made to game this specific encounter.
It's entirely possible.
Alright. Go ahead. Right. Sorry, I have to roll my attack opportunities.
Yeah. Oh, the haste also gives +2 AC.
Huh.
Oh wait, the horse is going to use disengage with its extra
Oh my
action.
God.
Okay.
Man, I forgot that haste is an OP spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it uses it uses second action to disengage and its first action to dash, which gives
Sure.
which lets it use its extra 120 feet of movement.
Alright.
Oh my god. We're so good at Capture the Flag.
So
Okay, wait. So, specifically move the horse where you're going through the field because something might happen depending on where you go.
okay.
So you can take it off the cliff however way you're going, but specifically move it.
Wait, there's landmines?
No, God.
Yeah, come on. Landmines don't exist. It's just tactically placed dormant land sharks waiting
Oh,
to
right,
attack.
yeah. Sorry.
Gonna go down there. Anything
Okay.
happening yet?
No.
I don't like this.
Wait, the horse go
Okay, yeah.
over...
Okay, yeah. Trigger. So,
What's triggering?
I think I've triggered Marcus.
I think we
So,
triggered him on. I think we triggered him on the train, to be honest.
So Marcus has the Sentinel feat, which is creatures within your reach provoke opportunity attacks, even if they took the disengage action. And
God damn
also,
it.
whenever you hit a creature with an opportunity attack,
fucking
it
Sentinel.
drops to 0 for the rest of the turn. This stops any movement they may have taken.
Yeah.
So,
That's not fair.
well, he is an Optimates. He's a very strong boy. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
but we're the PCs, so
I don't care.
well,
Where's
I
our
have to
fly?
give these guys a chance.
fine.
18.
18, fuck.
Next session is going to be the Dharma bullying session.
Who's he attacking?
The horse.
Leave the horse alone, you bastard.
He has to stop the horse from capturing his damn flag.
The horse has his flag. Why do we give the flag to the horse?
I've got the flag.
You're riding.
Shit. Wait.
12 damage.
Okay. Horse. Wait. Let me check. No, I don't have the ability that lets me redirect attacks towards me. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, you go past him, and he immediately turns from him attacking Viola to looking your direction. He pulls the great axe down closer to the ground and basically hooks it around the back hind leg of your horse and yanks, and your horse just like kind of trips and skids, and both of you go down as it stops moving. It's not dead, it's not like injured, but it is, you know.
Well,
stopped.
we're knocked off our horses.
No, you guys are still on the horse.
You cunt. Okay. I'm gonna use my Cavalier ability to disengage with 5 feet of movement.
Didn't you use your action to grab the flag?
No, not disengage. Dismount rather.
That's a bonus action, right?
No. Dismounting for a Cavalier takes 5 feet of your movement. Normally
Okay.
it takes half your movement.
Right.
Why are you dismounting?
Because the horse can't move.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sentinel
she
makes it.
got the flag.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use... Oh fuck, this is difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
What squares specifically are difficult terrain?
The rock squares.
Okay, so that's...
So-
5, 10, 20, 30.
Jesus Christ. Alright. In that case, Zona is gonna go up next, and he is going to 1, 2, 3. Just kind of help form a wall to make sure that Marcus isn't able to stop you from making it over to finish putting the flag in place. Maybe I should have done a bigger map for this, but oh well. And he is going to...
Done now. You can't take it back.
I'm not, I'm just saying. He will attack Marcus. 22 is going to hit. He also has advantage on this anyways, so even if that didn't hit. Yeah, so basically, Zona brings out his gunblade, and he kind of gets the axe off the horse and is just swinging, and basically the way he's trying to do this is he's trying to make it so that because Mark is using a heavier weapon, he's smacking him back with it, so he kind of has to like get thrown off balance every time he goes to guard.
Oh, sick.
Zona looks back to you and says, "Yeah, don't worry about us, just get that thing onto the point and we'll be able to win this thing, no problem."
Sicko mode.
That's not a thing people say.
Well, it's the thing I'm saying.
Irene stole it
That's
from
a
me.
that's a thing fish say.
Yeah, it's a fish thing. You wouldn't get it.
You're not a fish. You're a
She's
ganassi.
basically, she's basically a fish. Everyone calls her fish.
Anyways,
She's got that Innsmouth look.
She has the Innsmouth look.
okay.
Let me give you the Innsmouth look, baby.
So,
That's a come online.
So Irving is going to move over, and he is going to crouch down and knock an arrow, and he is going to fire at... I'm pretty sure you're in range.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Irving.
What's he using?
He is using a longbow,
Yeah,
which is
50
150 feet, yeah.
Yeah, 55 feet is well within that movement. Or that range.
13, I do not think that hits.
I have 20 AC.
Yep. Yeah, so it goes wide, and he kind of curses beneath his breath as they realize they're probably going to lose this match.
Huh.
Okay, Matilda has to spend her turn running away from Gaius. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man.
Because my hands have 10 feet, do I get an attack of opportunity because she moved out of my hands' range?
Does that work on involuntary movement?
This isn't involuntary.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, go ahead.
She's using her action to move.
Right. Yeah, you get you only get the one. You don't get to do extra
Yeah.
attack. Yeah. Okay. You miss. You basically swing on her, and at the last second, you feel really bad about the fact that you're about to one, strike a fleeing enemy, and B, strike a girl who's like a foot shorter than you. So you kind of just go wide, and she continues to flee from you.
Damn, how tall is she?
Short.
She's just little Babby.
When will they learn?
Okay, Lyra, your turn.
Sweet.
Make
I'm gonna
Marcus
say-
wet.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus. Looks like you're about to lose, you fucking idiot. I'm gonna blast him with Chaos Bolt in the face.
Jesus Christ!
I'm still sitting. I'm just chilling on the horse.
Does that count as being in melee? Because wouldn't that be disengaged? I mean, disadvantaged.
Oh.
It depends where on the horse she's sitting.
She's on the
Away-
back of the horse. So.
Away from Marcus. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Technically, if she was in this square, it wouldn't.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Yeah, because the horse is moving diagonally. so-
Okay, so how much damage is that? That's 2d8 plus 1d6. Like,
Yep.
one of the d8s represents the damage dice.
Yes.
Should I choose it before or after I roll it?
Well, okay, no. So the way Chaos Bolt works is you roll both as damage die, and those are either of the damage types it can be. You pick one of them.
Yeah, because it's 2d8 plus 1d6. God, that's weird.
I'm gonna choose 8.
What is 8?
Thunder.
Oh, sick, it's thunder. Nice.
Okay.
Kaboom.
So you kind of charge up this bolt in your hands, and Marcus is looking towards the horizon where he can see the flag is about to basically lose it from his team's grasp, and he looks just the last second as your hands start to glow and you make your taunt towards him as he is about
does it
to
hit?
yeah, he's about to make some sort of cuss towards you, and you just basically you just ring a small explosion near his ear as he just gets blown back slightly by it. Gaius.
80. Okay, so first attack against this dude between me and Gareth.
Yep.
14 hit.
Yep.
With 9 damage, is he still standing?
Nope, he is knocked out.
Alright. In that case, I will do my extra attack and the bonus action attack I can make with my arms against this other dude.
Shit. Go right ahead.
Another one!
The
19
19
hit.
yeah, the 19 hits.
That's 2 nat ones in like fucking 2 rows. Another 9 damage.
Alright. You kind of give a chop to the side of the neck and just a big punch into the solar plexus as he doubles over and is looking up. Not really sure what he's looking at with your solar-powered arms. He's impressed, but very, very confused.
Don't worry about it, it's definitely not heretical.
Alright, Christmas.
Grab the flag off me!
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Christmas is just gonna walk over to the flag, just boom.
Oh no,
Pick it up.
he's gonna like claim all the victory and stuff. We can't let that happen. Don't give it to him.
And just go right back. Boom. That's his whole turn.
Yep. So you go and you basically plant the flag down near yours, and as soon as you do that, a wave of this golden, just this golden energy kind of flows over the battlefield, and there's a bunch of thaumaturgical little fireworks-esque things going off in the distance, as you can hear shouted over the field. And that's the game! As everybody on either end either cheers or is disappointed that they lost in turn.
Alright, go team.
Some are taking it better than others, as you can
GG.
probably imagine.
No re.
Hey
As
Gareth,
soon as
go talk
the-
to Matilda.
As soon as the like voice rings out, the astral hand reaches down to the dude that Gaius like basically knocked out and like helps pick him up and goes, well played, match.
Yeah, good match. He's like, he's not like concussed, but he's definitely a little groggy from just getting knocked out and woken back up.
I think it was the horse that won it for us, to be honest.
Viola whispers to Marcus, I'm sure you'll get him next time.
He is just going to kind of I don't know what the name for the noise is, but he is just going to kind of yeah.
I feel like he's more pissed off than huffing.
He's hiding it as best he can right now, for once, and he is just going to holster the great axe over his back, where there's kind of a magnetic clasp to hold it in place.
Oh man, he gets magnets.
Fucking
Well,
How do they work?
Yeah, pretty cool. Where'd you get that magic rock from?
Magnets are you're in a very scientifically advanced empire, for the record.
She's a hick, okay? She doesn't know what the fuck this is.
Anyways,
Not just any hick, a fish hick.
A fish hick, the worst kind of.
After helping that one dude up, the astral arms are gonna like sort of pat Gareth on the back and like push him towards where Matilda ran off, and he guys is just gonna whisper, "All right, see your cue, man."
Yeah.
right.
Go talk to her, because Guy's just made her cry.
This was all part of the plan. Ultimate wingman Gaius.
Yeah, hey Gareth, you should totally like challenge Gaius to a fight to defend her honor.
So
Well, I mean, don't do that. It wouldn't.
No,
be-
you
it
should
wouldn't-
do
It
it.
wouldn't. It wouldn't be good form to have him get his ass kicked.
No,
Wanna
do
be
it, do it,
girlfriends?
do it.
No, don't worry, we'll all help.
So all of you kind of gather towards the middle, or are called towards the middle. Gareth is able to kind of go get the excuse that he's going to retrieve Matilda, and Jeremias kind of comes up off the
He's
ground.
gonna
and just-
retrieve her, alright.
He comes back up from his grounded position and is just going to... He is surprisingly doing pretty fine, despite the legendary reputation for horses and slight
sick.
injuries
don't
causing
have
the
to
worst
do that.
disaster for
Did
them.
the mean little bastard beat you up? Oh.
He is just going to kind of push his head towards your palm, because he very much expects to be praised for his hard work.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm gonna
Hey,
help
stop,
make him.
stop horsing around.
I'm gonna make him feel better. Is he still hasted?
No, the combat's over, so...
So he's just nuzzling you incredibly fast.
Well, if,
Instead of
if the haste ends, then he gets stunned for a round.
Yeah. Alright. So everybody kind of, everybody gathers in the middle to kind of have that, after sports good game, everybody shakes hands things. And, despite his general attitude, Marcus is going to hold his hands out to shake towards all of you.
Oh, sweet. I'll give him the wet handshake.
Yeah.
Gaius will shake. Is this still within 10 minutes of basically the start of the?
You gonna shake his hand with your big solar hand?
Yeah, Gaius will shake his hand with the solar hand and just go, "I know how much you dislike touching the populares," but the hand is like, because it's like not like uncomfortably hot, but it's like sort of like holding your hand
it's a
over a hot
little
stove.
spicy.
Yeah, it's a little
Sweaty.
spicy.
Yeah,
It's like holding
basically-
a warm light bulb,
Yeah,
because it does radiant damage.
Basically, he's going to go from shaking a wet hand and getting his slightly damp to
Oh no, I didn't
to
mean...
shaking
Whoops.
yours and getting it dried right after, and he's just
Oh, I
going
think they
to
said like steam burned or something.
he grimaces and he says, "You know, despite everything, I'm not wrong. We're still better than you, but it is
and
our
yet
fault."
you are the losers. And
It's only a game, guys. Let's calm down.
Why you have to be mad?
Is there a bar like on campus?
No,
What? What?
Teenagers.
You serious?
you're not teenagers. You're young adults. You're like
Even
High school
more
senior.
reason.
When I shake Marcus's hand, I'm gonna get up on my tippy toes, and I'm gonna whisper in his ear, "That was me going easy on you."
That everyone's just talking on Marcus.
What did this guy ever do to you?
Jesus.
I could have action surged.
He just kind of
Where's your rich kid solidarity, Troy?
he looks to all of
He
you
bullies me
and
for
he
being a
says,
savage.
yeah.
Does he? Oh, wow, rude.
He looks to all of you and he says, "Listen, I'll admit it's all fault for losing this one, but it's not gonna happen again.
No, it's not
Whatever
your
you
fault. You did the best you could.
I don't need your pity.
It's not pity, it's a statement of fact.
Damn. Damn. Jesus.
You did the best you could. We put in as
So,
much
how
effort as we
many-
felt was necessary.
How?
So wait,
How
is there like is there a town nearby where we could go to get drunk?
A
was gonna say,
town.
We live in a city.
How
Oh,
much?
cool.
How much fire damage does Marcus take from that savage burn?
He is fire resistant, but he still feels the warmth all the same. So, after your little hurrah with everybody, Gareth returns with Matilda. They're not holding hands or anything. Don't get any fucking sick ideas in your head. But she does seem to be in
He blew
higher.
it.
They took a while.
She didn't take a while. You guys were shaking hands for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes is
Anyways.
a bit long to have a conversation in the forest alone.
Oh my god, shut up.
I don't know how they do it where you come from, but you know.
Gareth is not that bad at it, anyways.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's probably his first time.
Shut up.
Hey,
He's a gentleman.
Well,
Cut all
no
of this out of cut all of this out of the recording. Anyways,
No, this will be the only part of the recording.
He's a gentleman, that's why he let her go on top.
is circumcision like a thing in the Empire?
Jesus Christ!
I was
avoiding
wondering.
that loaded question and continuing right along with the story.
I mean, this is Fantasy Rome, so I'm pretty sure no.
Oh, is the kitty
They-
touching a thing in this Empire?
That was the Greek. Well, I guess it was sort of the Greeks, but it was mostly
Definitely
the
also the Romans.
But it was mostly the Greeks.
Can we please,
Yeah, it was the Greeks. But
can
like,
we
it was
please
both.
move on?
Okie dokie.
Okay, so all of you gather back together. Matilda very timidly apologizing for running off in the middle of the match to her teammates, to which everybody is either receptive or ambivalent towards. And the headmaster is going to come by with a few of the other teachers and say, "Well, that was quite the match from all of you. We didn't
10
expect
points
it
to
to end so-
Gryffindor.
We didn't expect it all to end so quickly, but
It was the horse.
I suppose that speaks to the talent and ingenuity of our students more than anything else.
I
Yes.
think we could all agree that a quick and decisive battle is the most optimal.
Yeah. As Sun Tzu said, yeah, you know, that thing.
He just looks to you trailing off, and then he's going to look to guys and say, "Well put, Mr. Ferocious."
Fucking Lara doesn't know what magnets are, but she can quote Zheng Yi's philosophers.
Her dad was well traveled, okay?
I mean, I'm assuming that he was
yeah.
just traveling down to the bottom of the ocean for some nookie, but
There was never any Nookie, okay? That's what I keep saying. He didn't even get any of the good parts. He just gets kids.
That's the
Right.
worst of.
I mean, he could still get pegged.
Anyways,
I'll leave that up to Salt.
Fish.
What did you just say?
are you guys done?
Are we ever
Uh,
done?
I would like you to be, yes.
Look, this is like D&D skins, okay? Let us have fun.
Anyways, so the headmaster looks to you all and says, "Well, with that out of the way, we do have our guests here to greet you and make their own little announcement. Well, little essay.
Announcement about what?
You'll all see. Please, back to the pavilion."
Okie dokie.
We
so-
will all head back to the pavilion.
I was gonna say, yeah. You know how to say fucking pavilion, you're a Roman.
The
I mean,
pavilion.
I'm not. Gaius is.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, you are a Roman dude, though, so I'd expect you to
So I
know.
guess.
So, you all come back to the pavilion, and Jeremias is led back by the stable hands to the stable, because unfortunately they cannot have a horse with you guys for this.
He deserves equal credit.
It's not that he's not getting equal credit, it's just that they don't want animals around for
He's
this.
gonna get so many carrots.
Yeah.
They don't want a horse killing themselves in the middle of it.
In front of the Legati. Yeah, that would be a pretty bad omen if you all showed up to a military academy and the first thing that happened was a horse just jumped up and broke all of its limbs and started screaming.
I mean, I figure the Legato should get used to horses dying, because that tends to happen a lot on the battlefield.
I mean, one of them doesn't even use a horse, so... All of you return to the pavilion, where, you see a group of five adult to middle-aged men. One of them is only a few years older than all of you, and all of you with even a cursory knowledge of the Apollon army is going to recognize the 5 currently serving Grand Legati.
Oh, I thought the Legato were like the new kids or something.
No, the Grand Legati are the... This is the top military rank you can have below being the Emperor part of the royal family.
Oh.
But they is the youngest. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say Viola is basically in awe of these figures in front
You
of
know what that is? That is a real sicko mode right there.
So,
It's the sick
it
one.
should also be said...
That's the sickest of nodes.
In the other campaign, you guys did meet one of these, as Jude is towards the
Oh,
front.
was that the Ponce with the elephant or something?
Elephant?
With the palanquin.
Yeah, the douche who turned out was like, I'm gonna take over your country, but it's cool, man.
Yeah, that's what all Apollons are like.
God.
So, how long ago was that in the setting timeline?
You don't know.
Look, I just gotta know, is Rat dead?
This will all be answered in time. Don't worry about it.
Rat can never die.
So, you all look as they start to walk towards you, and Jude is going to come out first, and he says, "Well, that was quite the impressive performance from all of you. I must admit I didn't exactly expect mounted combat to play such a role in it, but victory is a victory.
We are just incredibly highly skilled, and we had a horse.
Your headmaster has been speaking quite highly of this graduating class, but we wanted you to introduce yourselves in person. It didn't seem to have quite the same effect to have all things be told secondhand from you."
I am Gaius Farisius. Oh, he'll bow his head.
He nods and he says, "Alright, rise, young man, no need to be ever so humble towards us."
Well, if we can't be humble toward the Grand Legati themselves, then
Oh,
There's a
you
very few we can
little
be.
kiss ass.
He smiles and goes down the line, basically, towards all of you.
Hey, name's Christmas. No last name. That's all you need to know.
All right,
100% normal.
Short
I told you
and,
I'm normal. I told you I'm normal.
short and to the point. So, to kind of give a description for those not in the know, for all of the Legati in order, Jude Kyrus Antony is a very tall, fair-haired, blonde, blue-eyed looking fellow with the barest hints of these tattoos coming from the kind of base of the neck with what appears to be going below the armor. They appear to be more hidden than displayed, if anything. He has emblazoned on both his shield and his pauldrons the heads of a lion, as his military title, or his epithet I should say, is the Young Lion, given that he is only about 4 years older than the oldest of you, and yet he has achieved the rank of Grand Legatus. Next down the line is the twins, known as the Wolves, Garen and Castor. Both of them look very similar to one another, both being kind of this chestnut, short-cropped, this chestnut, short-cropped hair and this military hairstyle. Both of them have kind of swords on the opposing hip, and both of them have emblazoned on their pauldrons and shields a wolf, as their title is the Wolves. They are also named for the twin emperors of very long ago in the Apollan Empire's past, Garen and Castor Apollos. Those were the ones that killed themselves in a civil war.
Oof. As in killed each other.
Yes.
Oof.
And then the last two down the line are the eldest of the Legati. One of them being straight up pretty visibly middle-aged, with a streak basically of graying hair, with his very kind of fading brown. He has a little more impressive but also worn looking armor than theirs, as his is silvered, and the pauldrons are these kind of two snake heads that are with mouths open and looking to bite on either end, as he is known as the Viper in Silver. This is Vitus Claudius Valerius. And the last one in the order you all would probably know from one of your fellow students talking about him so often. A gruff, not balding, more of a fully shaved head, looking older man who has a he's the only one holding his helmet kind of in the crook of his arm, with these long horns kind of protruding out from it, with these very sharp ivory points coming to the end, and these reddish, you can't tell if they're painted red or if it's just very old blood stains, horns coming out at the end. This is full name again. Marius Leonidas Orestes, also known as the Bloody Bull. This is the fellow that Marcus claims is his father.
Does he acknowledge Marcus at all?
Do we see any resemblance?
Oh, there's definitely like resemblance, like enough that you figure the parts that they aren't similar, you would be accounted to Marcus's mother. He doesn't seem to be looking his way or anything, though.
Kind of a dick for like just fathering a child on a lady and then abandoning her.
I mean, his epithet is literally the Bloody Bull. Like, people know he's not a nice guy.
Oh, is that why he's called the Bull?
And not...
Boo!
No.
Oh my
He
God.
also does a cock.
I mean, it's not cucking if the woman's not married.
His bull energy is so strong, he manifests a husband for her to be cucked.
I wasn't even making a cucking joke, I was just making a, you know...
What kind of joke were you making then?
A bull is a cow that does the fuck to make the children.
Yeah, a cow that does the fuck.
Jude is going to be interrupted by Claudius, who is going to hold up a hand and say, I think I'll take over here. Alright. To speak plain with all of you, we acknowledge that you still have some manner of an education to finish here at the Martial Academy, but we are looking for certain students of incredible aptitude that we can bring out to small-scale engagements or missions that do not require the full might of the military, especially considering we're about to resume the campaign against Gilded very shortly. We need all hands on deck, as it's
Against
so Gilded, for well-building purposes, is a country to the south of all of you that is in complete contrast to Helios. Does not have a shining sun at all. It is eternally overcast because the ruler of their knife, this is relevant to a previous character of yours in Saltmarsh.
Yeah, that's where Lee was from.
Yeah. So it is ruled over by what is a creature you all, a very rare creature considering he was the first one ever created. A lord who calls himself a vampire, a creature that subsists on the lifeblood of others, Lord Matthias Ingram. He rules over the barony with an iron fist, and the Apollan Empire has been...
Cool guy.
Empire has been seeking to liberate the place from his rule for nearly 50 years now, but
Liberate.
they have... Well, I mean, he is a tyrant. Like, they're not...
So are they.
Yeah, I know. It's a rock and a hard place situation. they've been looking to liberate the place for about 50 years, but they have been stalemated at every turn because he is the servant of the heathen god Kharazdun, which is how he supposedly became a vampire in the first place. So he has basically been able to outwit and outstrengthen the Apollo military, even though they have greater numbers and technology, because he wields such powerful magic in return. So Claudius continues, and he says, now, these would all be relatively minor in the grand scheme of things, but I don't believe all of you would turn down the chance to keep peace in your home country, would you?
I'm gonna sort of snap myself out of the reverie of staring at Jude's tattoos and just say, I'll do whatever it takes for my country, sir.
Very eager, wonderful. And as he just finishes up with that, he says, now, while we're not going to shelve all of you who just lost this little engagement because we're not so foolish, this will be done on a preferential basis and split up into teams. Now, and before he can finish, Marcus is going to interrupt and come up and say, excuse me, sir, he's coming up to Leonidas here, and all of you kind of instinctually, you know when you go over your friend's house and their parents start like arguing with them, and you get that feeling of like, should I go? that feeling immediately washes over you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my helmet back on and lower the visor so I can look away without seeming disrespectful.
Yeah. He comes up to him, and the bull, appropriate to his name, kind of his nostrils flare and he snorts in his direction.
Him with his horns.
He's not allowed to murder students,
Fucks his
unfortunately.
wife.
He says, yeah. Says, sir, my name is he kind of coughs. For once, Marcus actually seems very like nervous to speak here. He says, dude, sir, my name is Marcus Magnus Nero, and I am.
Don't do this in front of everyone.
Sir, my mother is Julia Nero. She lives down in the city of Helios. So it would mean everything to me if you. Alright, what are you babbling about, kid? I really don't have all day. It would mean the world to me if you would claim me now, since I trace my fatherhood to you. And the silence that falls over the rest of the group, the twins were having their own conversation with another, and Claudius himself just looks to the bull with that expectation of when you don't want your friend to do something horrible and embarrassing. The bull, he kind of smiles for a moment, and he puts a hand on his shoulder. His hand is basically the size of Marcus's shoulder, and Marcus is already bigger than some of you. He looks down and he says, "Want me to claim you as my kid, huh?" There's a moment's silence, and then you all just hear a crack as he gets backhanded by him. He says,
Alright, listen, kid. I know I may have a bit of a reputation for whoring, but even I wouldn't go for a bitch about it half as ugly as your mum must be.
I'm playing music very loudly in my ears with Minor Illusion. I'm playing fantasy death grips.
How's about you run back along to your barracks and learn not to let one bit of infantry get past your entire engagement. And maybe you can be in the same military as me.
And Marcus, just kind of nursing the sting on his cheek, is going to, you can't even hear properly what he says under his breath, but he is going to just retreat to, away from everything and back to the Optimates houses. I'm sorry, you'll have to see that. Claudius begins after that. Well, with that, you all, he is going to move away from the awkwardness of that situation by pointing to the 5 player characters. You all showed quite a bit of aptitude back there, and we would like to have all of you on provisionary first list.
It would be
Oh.
an honor.
Yeah, that's cool.
Viola kind of confusingly interjects and says, "But all I did was get hit."
Look, we all have our methods of choosing soldiers and whatnot, but if you're really going to refuse this opportunity, by all means, we can choose someone else.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just a little shocked that you picked me.
That's what I thought.
Does this mean we'll be cutting our studies short, or we'll be halving our time between here and campaign?
Right, so, to make things clear here, you're not exempt from studies you miss here, but you will be allowed opportunity to make up things that you miss due to working for us.
Oh, cool.
That said, we will have an assignment for you very shortly. There's an engagement with some insurgent fool who's decided to think he can try and impersonate the Emperor on our watch. This act of heresy obviously will not go unpunished, and you are all allowed to use lethal force or bring him in alive for execution.
Ooh, fancy.
Personally, I don't care, and I would rather him not be seen as a martyr, but, well, I leave it all to your judgment.
Okie dokie.
You will do as you command, Grand Legator.
Wonderful. One last thing, and this is for you more than anything. He turns to the headmaster and he says, I'm going to be taking up one of your empty offices here for the time being. And Headmaster Atticus says, are you sure, Grand Legator? Don't you have... You just said the campaign back with Gilded is going to be... I'm quite sure. I have matters to attend to here in Helios, and I would also like to see the growth of the students here, as well as catch up on some studies of my own with your library here.
Is this Jude talking?
Claudius.
That's right.
He is the oldest of them. He's in his mid-50s.
Okay.
Of course, we'll have one of the offices cleared out right away for you. Very good. Well, he looks to his other legati and says, I believe that concludes our business here, if that is to everyone's satisfaction. All of them kind of nod amongst themselves and make over to where their horses are kind of hooked up by stables. Jude, on his end, is going to take out what looks like a golden bar and kind of I don't know how to say this. He twists it and then kind of extends it outwards and then throws it out in front of him, where it turns into this golden floating small vehicle where these bright white wheels kind of form under and then are... no, it's a Manacycle actually.
For the second
I
time
dug
in
up
as many
that
hours,
tree.
I am staring in awe at him.
You called him magical Uber.
It's a motorcycle, for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm hype.
Yeah, I know. So, if anybody wants, who is very keen on the history of the Legata, you can roll a history check for this.
Oh, I have -1 in. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
My history is 0.
Yeah, 16's fine enough. Yeah, so all of you guys would know, this is an Arcadian artifact in origin known as a Manacycle, which was used as personal transportation way back when. These things basically all disappeared back when the Cataclysm happened, and they also disappeared, but this one was recovered way back when from the Grave of the Ancients. This one given to Jude was a gift from the Emperor himself when he achieved the rank of Grand Legatus. He puts on his helmet, which is similarly lion-themed, and he begins to go off down the road as the others follow behind on the horses. Claudius is still behind, as he is going to walk off with the headmaster to attend to his business of lodging, leaving all of you together after that.
Do we have like any classes or anything, or we just have the rest of the day off?
Today was basically just orientation, so you're all fine. All of the very important, not generic students are going to head off to lunch.
And do very normal player character thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna have their own cool adventure on their own. They're gonna discover a secret society living right underneath the campus.
Yeah.
And have their own wacky adventures.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over to Marcus and be like,
Oh, he's halfway to the Optimatus place by now. I mean, you can run after him if you want, but
Desperate or something.
no, I'll see him later.
fair.
Truth be told, I never thought I'd see the bull's bastard cut down to size.
That was still painful to watch.
Incredibly.
Yeah, I almost feel bad for him.
I don't.
Do you think he'll kill himself?
I think he's
that much of a hope.
I think he's too proud for that.
Do you think he'll kill us?
Yes.
That might be a danger, yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's the more likely option.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on Jeremiah.
Yeah, he is at the stables now, being attended to by one of the, not ranching staff. Would it just be stable hands?
Yes.
Yeah, stable hand.
I would
Yeah,
hope
I
they have
was
stable hands.
No, they all have Parkinson's.
Just slap the shit out of horses.
I can't believe there's a bunch of Michael J. Fox clones attending to the stables here at the academy.
That's.
Yeah, no. There's a stable hand who's a Firbolg for racial variety here, who is tending to your horse. He looks over and he says, "Oh, Beatrix, well, your horse is in fine condition. I know he took a bit of a nasty spill towards the end of that fight, but he's in good condition now.
That's good.
Do you want some alone time with him? I have some other animals to attend to right now, so..."
No, I'm checking up on him. Got some carrots for him.
By all means. He kind of steps off and he gives that little whinny of and he kind of steps towards you with a little clop, clop. His
Pat him on
big,
the nose.
long, disgusting horse mouth is going to open towards the carrots.
What's
Yeah.
the lunch hall looking like? What are the cliques?
I mean, there's not really cliques, it's just like friend groups and stuff.
Fuck. Okay, let's go get lunch, guys. Come on.
Yes, I am quite hungry.
Is there a fish option at lunch?
Are you gonna do that thing where you pretend to be mad and complain about it? Because if so, no.
No.
Okay,
When you
then
say
there
fish
is.
option, do you mean fish or an option for fish?
I mean fish.
Yes, there's fish available.
Great, I'll have that.
Jesus.
Yeah, you have a fish.
Well, what do bigger fish eat? Fish.
Smaller fish. Yeah, it's a fishy.
Exactly.
It's a fishy fish ocean.
I'm just saying,
that's-
she has half salmon siblings.
So,
GM
everybody's kind of congregating together in their areas. Mostly people are kind of staying with their housing, if only because it's people they're more familiar with. There's a faculty table towards the end that has a couple of professors.
Who
too.
are you sitting with, Vikich? Are you sitting with the rich kids? Or are you sitting with the plebs?
No,
Oh, Vikitra?
I don't know.
no, I'm sitting with you guys, because
Oh, cool. Where's Matilda sitting?
Matilda's gonna sit with you guys.
Aw.
you know, I won the match with your help.
Yeah, Gareth.
And also
Gareth
the rich
isn't.
kids bully me.
Well, that's because you're smelly.
Zona and Matilda are gonna join you though.
Sexy. Good game today, guys.
Where's Gareth sitting?
Gareth's not at lunch right now.
Oh.
It's one of those things like a college where it's open for a while, so
Right.
people can come in and come out whenever.
Is Marcus here?
I was about to say.
No.
Fucking
He's
loser.
crying.
Does anyone know?
How dare you get abused by your father?
Does anyone know any of Marcus's friends? Maybe they should go check up on him or something.
Does he have
Does he
friends?
have friends?
I don't know. He must do, right?
Zona
Is there
looks
like
over
a
to you.
jock himbo crowd or something? I don't know.
Zona looks over from his
Himbos wouldn't be friends with someone like Marcus.
food and he says, You do know that two of the people sitting right here with you are also an Optimates too, right?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
I just got up lunch with you guys.
What's he eating?
He's keeping it simple. He's going for stew and such.
How's the stew?
It's alright. Same as it is every year.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't look at me like that. That was funny.
Point is, I'll talk to him later if it's really gonna be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty painful to watch.
I'm just worried he's gonna take it out on someone else.
Yeah.
Look, I know he's a bit of a hard ass towards all you guys, but he's... I don't want to say complicated, because it sounds like I'm making excuses for him, but
He seems like he has at least
Issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
One or
word
two.
for it.
Yeah, I think we met his issue today.
I'm not saying I got the best relationship with my dad either, just because he works all the time and I don't really see him, but yeah, I can't imagine what
he's
something
in
like that
Rodix,
does to
isn't he?
that. Yeah, my dad's a intelligence master, aka spies on him for the Empire.
Sounds like
Not a-
dangerous work.
They're too busy with their head up their asses, counting coin and making railways. I really don't think they'd even notice if the guy went out and advertised it.
Fair enough.
Maybe they'll catch on when we're in charge.
Well, we got how many countries to go through before we even get near them?
I don't know.
Look,
So
I'm
who's-
gonna be honest.
Who's planning to how many of you are like planning to be lifers, and how many of you are just going to do your service and muster out?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not gonna do this beyond the 5 years. It's nice and all, but I am not. I'm not gonna spend all this getting myself killed just so we can add a couple another 100 square miles to the landmass of this place. We've had 500 years to make this place as big as it is. We're gonna have another 500 years to conquer the rest of the world. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
I'm going to be in this as long as I can.
Oh yeah? How come?
Well, my father's
It's in the
like
family,
this.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh right, it's family tradition, huh?
Your dad's the guy running for office, right? The senator position.
Yes. Ignatius Felix Scaevola.
You wonder why he retired from the service?
He doesn't really talk about it.
Was it owlbears?
I know it was sometime after he adopted
I thought
me,
you said it
but
was the Albeds for a moment. I was like, whoa.
those filthy Albeds.
Those filthy old memories ball.
I don't get what you're referencing here.
It's a
Oh,
Final
fuck
Fantasy
off.
X thing.
Oh okay. No, I said was it owlbears?
Yeah, all I know it was sometime after he adopted me.
You're
Oh.
adopted.
Yeah, I thought you were his by blood.
Also, I feel I should point out, Beatrix has a whole bunch of tattoos on her face and neck.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never noticed all those tattoos all over your face and neck, Beatrix.
Are the tattoos more or less elaborate than the various like woven patches that cover Gaius's toga?
Well, judge for yourself.
Okay. I see. I see like. What do you mean covered in tattoos?
Oh, it's mostly her body, actually.
There's like no tattoos on her face.
It's,
No,
it's
but
mostly
like-
around her eyes.
Right.
Yeah. And on the backs of one of her ears.
Okie dokie. So,
Yeah.
who's
Um,
going
it's all-
on this heretic hunt then, or whatever?
U5.
Oh, cool.
But yes, to answer your question, Lyra, after I do my 5 years, I'll probably return to the monastery to continue my. Well, I don't want to make myself sound poncy, but
Too
enlightenment.
late.
Too late. Enlightenment, huh?
Oh.
So
Well,
what do you?
yes.
What do you guys try and do in that monastery anyway?
Smoke up.
Smoke a shit ton of weed, huh?
Well, we try to
Drop
commune
some
and
pills.
become closer to our internal
Have a
aspects.
soggy biscuit.
Okay, I'm trying to
Hell
explain.
yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, we mostly meditate and perform I guess you would call it religious research in an attempt to become closer to our internal aspects of the Great Creator.
Oh.
So what? The Great Creator?
Yeah, you know, the Great...
Big
Literally
son.
everybody is going to look over to you as you say this.
Big son himself.
I was just saying for the uninitiated, the non-believer heretics who don't know the Great Creator.
You
There's
mean
none of us here.
the people who are there and none of...
Viola stares directly into Christmas's eyes and said, "You're not a heretic, are you?"
No, what? No, I'm a normal believer, just like everybody else here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pile on with the questions here. What the hell's with the tattoos or sorry, with the bandages and everything?
Oh, I got attacked
You've been
I got attacked by
You've been here
bandits.
years and you've worn those the entire time. Scars heal by then.
lot of bandits.
Self-conscious.
It was a whole bunch of bandits. You don't even know.
He
Okay,
was
that's a
born
lot.
with paper skin and glass both.
It was like Alibaba and the 40 Thieves just came to my house and just fucked me up.
Who and the what?
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Who and the what now? Came to your who?
It's a reference to a. Don't even worry about it. Don't
Oh, it's a
even worry
reference.
about it.
Like
It's
from
a
Allah
book.
here or something?
No, it's a book.
It's like that Sun Tzu thing. She said it's a person who did a thing.
I'm gonna reach over and just sort of pull one of the bandages aside.
Hey, whoa, hey, oh! And Christmas
Dude.
slaps her hand away like, hey, stop that. No.
Dude, come on. It's a bit rude. You can't just
It's
touch
a bit
someone's back.
rude to just try to undress me in front of everybody, pervert.
Maybe it's
Are you
religion.
not
you know?
wearing anything under the bandages?
I would have gone for
That's
one on
even
your
weirder.
face.
As soon as you
Great for
suggest
the
this,
crotch bandage.
as soon as you suggest this, Matilda and Zona are both going to like scoot in their chairs 1 seat away from Christmas at the thought that the dude might be naked under all that.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not like I'm naked. It's just like, I don't want to expose a lot of skin. That's my choice. That's my body.
Yeah, his body, his choice, guys.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
I want to go out without a mask, that's my choice.
Man, you have hang-ups, dude.
Says
I
you.
think we all have hangups.
I don't have any
don't.
hang-ups. Thank you very much.
Oh, bullshit.
I have no trauma at all.
I'm a completely normal person.
Oh, blah, blah.
Okay, now you're starting to sound like Christmas.
Hey, I'm normal, okay? I don't know about the rest of y'all.
I think we should have a fight to see who's the most normal.
Yeah, let's fight to see who's... That's a normal
Let's
thing
fight.
to do.
Let's fight right now. I'm gonna flick some stew at Victorious' face.
Matilda is just going to cough and say, "So, who's excited for classes this year? I'd really like to."
So excited.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Ah!
Sort of on reflex.
My nose. My fishy nose.
Sorry.
It's okay. Oh, is it bleeding?
I'm gonna check my knuckles for blood.
It's just water? Is that normal or is that
Oh, that's fine.
more than normal?
Matilda's going to put her hand on you to patch that up and say, all right. How's about
It's when the water's full of little prawns. You gotta start being worried.
I'm gonna check my knuckles
I'm
for
not
prawns.
gonna question that.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've been punched before. I have a lot of, siblings.
I thought they were fish.
Well, not all of them are fish. There's like some like me. There's a few like crab people in there. It's a general. There's a whole like menagerie of various.
Are you just like an ecosystem?
Pretty much. My dad tries and stops us from eating each other, and he's mostly successful.
Mostly?
Well, some of them are basically just fish, so, they just do fish things.
Then what are you?
I'm
Zona-
a person, asshole.
Yeah, Zona's gonna go, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn in for the day.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah, and I'm done.
Okay.
I am seriously going to recommend to someone that we go deal with whatever's going on with your mother.
I mean, it's
No
fine.
offense.
It sounds very heretical.
It's not heretical.
Are we gonna
Are you
like, fight your
sure?
mom one day?
I mean, she doesn't claim to be a god or anything.
What does she claim to be?
I had no idea. I've never met the bitch.
How do you know she doesn't claim to be a god then?
Well, I mean, I'm just assuming the best, you know? It's fine. She's just... My dad just said she was weird. And,
I see that runs in the past.
Somebody from your family weird? Never would have guessed.
Christmas already made that joke.
I am normal.
No,
you're...
Your Christmas.
What sort of name even is Christmas?
It's from a region you've never been to before. It's a foreign name.
What region?
Upstate New York.
Oh, which part of upstate? Which part of upstate?
Really, because my mother's from Utica and she's never heard that sort of name.
Oh, it's an all meaning expression?
I see. An expression for what?
Matilda pipes up, and she says, you know, this stew's very similar to the one they have at Krusty Burger. No.
Thank you, Matilda. That's what I was thinking.
That is a
Okay,
Is that
okay.
Aurora Boreal?
What's happening in the kitchens?
Okay.
Good lord, what's happening over there?
I mean, we're at the right altitude for the Aurora Borealis, so... or latitude, rather.
I was gonna say,
Longitude.
Matilda is actually gonna pipe up and say, well, back to, service. I really need to get back to Willowin as soon as, mine's up, actually.
Oh, what's going on over there?
It's well, not a family engagement, it's more of a everybody's duty engagement.
Everybody's duty to what?
Well, so my village, we're just on the very end of Willowin, and that's the closest point that the Empire has towards here in the Whisper Isles, and well, our whole job is to make sure that nothing from over there makes it to the mainland.
What's on the Whisper Isles?
She, kind of sucks in air through her teeth, and she says, well, it's beyond regular heretics. You know the main, heretical religion, where they have those, 4 gods of each cardinal direction, and then they have that one, the traitor that supposedly lives in hell and everything.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Everybody knows that.
So, despite everything that, you know, that figure hates all of the races of men and, well, in general would like nothing more than to sow death and destruction and murder us all, they have, worshippers. They call themselves sinners, and apparently they like to occupy that island and engage in all sorts of rituals and nefarious alchemy and, well, all sorts of, business that's very unpleasant and creates all sorts of creatures that we have to deal with. Undead, spirits, other things I don't even know how to describe.
Excuse me for one second.
The sooner the great stuff.
Would this, sinners have anything to do with, like, I don't know, eldritch beings or something of the like?
If you mean extraplanar, well, I wouldn't put it out of the question, but Kharizdun is technically native to this plane. I say this only from religious studies. I have nothing.
Oh yeah,
to do with it.
I'm saying the exact same thing. Religious studies, of course.
Yes,
You
the
gotta
sooner
know the enemy
the
to beat
sooner
the enemy.
the sooner the light of the Great Creator cleanses those
Yup.
unholy
all,
isles.
all the heathens dead or whatever.
She kind of tugs her collar and says, "To be perfectly honest with you, I think we should leave the Isles as is. I think that place is just cursed."
Fair enough.
Yeah, totally. Who would want to go there?
Well, these sinners can't be making things any better. So.
Oh, certainly, we should stop them, but after they're done with, well, that island can stay where it is and be abandoned to the dredges of time for all I care, you know?
Well, yes, as I said, cleansed by the light of the Great Creator.
I've, like I said, I have a duty to, see to it that that place doesn't harm the Empire.
Of course.
Well, that's still serving the Empire in your own way.
Right, just not an active military engagement.
Hmm.
So, things basically round down for the rest of the day. After lunch, things kind of wind down from there.
Yes. Like, while we're all gathered at lunch, Gaius will suggest, in celebration of totally kicking the other team's ass in Capture the Flag, that for the group to hit up one of the... Is it called taverns?
Yes,
Yeah.
they would be taverns.
Hit up a nearby tavern for celebratory bevs.
Yeah, let's all go out. Invite Matilda and
Gareth.
Gareth, yeah.
Daryl. Yeah, he has big Daryl energy.
Sure, you do this and you head out into town for the day. Are any of you
Shot.
Are any of you staying out in the...
Shot.
Actually, no. Okay, so you all head into the town. Is there another theme I want to play for this? I'm not sure. I'll just leave it as is. So you all go into the town, which, similar to the rest of this Summerlands part of Helios, is very bright and sunny with all of these. This area kind of has these smaller, more ornate-looking buildings than kind of the bigger structures of the school itself. There are a lot of citizens just kind of enjoying themselves in the sunlight. There's basically you're in the area of Helios where people don't really need to do too much to occupy themselves. They can kind of just enjoy themselves in their time. You do pass by on your way to the tavern, though, a blacksmithing shop that is currently attending a couple of guests, or customers, I should say, not guests.
Anyone of note? Anyone I recognize?
Yeah, you would see working one of the bellows is Marcus.
Oh.
Huh.
He very briefly catches your gaze and immediately just puts his head back down to work.
Wait, what's he doing?
He is working the bellows at a blacksmith.
Huh.
Oh, it's certainly befitting of a lad of his stature, if nothing else.
I'm just gonna sort of wander nearby and says, what are you working on?
Look, whatever you're doing here in town, please just go away. I'm working this job just for the extra coin right now.
Oh,
Would it be
fair
rude
enough.
if I just put my feet on your head right now? Hmm?
How are you gonna get them on his head, idiot?
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
Mario jump.
No,
You just Mario jump on us and he instantly dies.
you'll make him shrink in size. He'll become a man.
He just pulls out a fireplace poker and kind of sticks it in the furnace and glances to you and
I think I
says,
say stick up his butt.
He's not new.
he
Yeah.
sticks it in the furnace and kind of talking while not looking at you, he says, "Look, okay, I get it. We're all pissed and don't like each other. How's about you just leave me alone then?"
We're not here to mock, dude. I'm just making conversation.
I'm kind of here to mock.
I'm
Shut up.
working, okay? I'm not up for conversation right now.
Alright, fair enough. Have a good work.
Have a nice night.
Yeah, you too.
I'll turn on the leave. Guess he is capable of civil conversation.
Anyways, so
Shots?
the tavern awaits. So this place is called the Sunrise, and it is, while not high class, it is very populous. Like, a lot of people like to come here because it's cheap and there's a very good, friendly atmosphere to it. You guys, while not regulars, you would be recognized as students of the Martial Academy. And there's a couple of tables that people are willing to kind of open up to let you all in. One of the would it just be called a waiter if it's at a tavern?
Bar wench.
Bartender?
Well,
This
male.
is a joke only Alex will get.
It's a bar wench. Or male or female.
Fucking Koshi.
He's a guy, so. Also, no, I get that because that's what the news network is called, isn't it?
Hang on, so
Yeah.
you like
One of the barkeeps, I guess I would say,
I mean,
is
there
going
can
to.
be bar wenches. We're an
Okay,
equal
well, he's-
opportunity society.
Sure, but his titties
Yeah, they
aren't
can-
hanging out, so.
but they're wearing banana hammocks, right?
No.
Yeah, is he just wearing like a codpiece?
No, because that would be unsanitary.
Oh, but
Yeah, fair point.
titties is.
And the fuck?
Look,
Yeah, so one of the barkeeps is going to come over and say, well, hello there, kids. What can I get for all you?
I would
finest
like
wine, please.
Yes, your finest alcohol. I would like
Fine
one
wine.
alcohol.
Booze. One booze,
You,
please.
You old enough for that, little lady?
Which one's he saying that to?
You.
Yes, I'm 19.
All right.
What is
fair.
the drinking age in?
We're all recent graduates of the. Is it called the Helios Academy?
Helios
The school?
Martial Academy.
We're all graduates of the Helios Martial Academy. I can assure you, we're old enough.
He will take your orders. That will be a gold piece from everybody each.
Oh, an entire
shit.
gold piece.
Guys, God
Yeah.
damn. Guys pays for everyone's first round.
I'm
Sure.
okay with.
So, yeah, you all get your round as eventually into the night with your conversations and your drinks going hand in hand. Irving is going to show up into the tavern, and he is going to notice you all and walk up and say, hey, you guys, he kind of scratches his neck and he says, look, I know it's a bit weird, but do you mind if I exchange information with you guys for you guys buying me around?
What sort of information?
What do you want to know?
Oh, no, I'm saying give information for a round.
Again, what sort of information?
So, it's about the school, actually. I mean, well, technically, we're not supposed to go to the place, but, well, it's, you know we have a series of catacombs underneath the school, right? Back before it used to not be a school, it used to be a, straight-up military base.
I only read about the catacombs. I didn't think they were.
Oh, yeah,
thought
they're
that- Rumor.
Oh, they're absolutely real. Anyways, well, like I said, I can't really go any further unless you, you know.
Yeah, guys, we'll like
Sure.
signal the barkeep for
No.
a cup of wine, and like, then in the process, we'll move the collected group to a quieter corner.
Alright. So, the professors say that the catacombs are off limits because, you know, obviously we'd be desecrating the dead if we messed around there all the time, but, I was talking with one of the Popularis kids, and, I mean, he might be bullshitting, but hey, what do you know? He said there was some kind of thing flickering down there. It could be a ghost, it could be an animal, but coming out of the catacomb entrance and then going back into it after a while. Went into the forest and then it came back in.
Are you sure this student didn't have one too many cups of... Guys will say, like, holding his own wine for emphasis.
I mean, they don't let us have alcohol on campus. That's why I figured you guys came out here.
Fair point.
Fair.
Like I said, it could be bullshit, but I figured since you guys are on the up and up, you might want to be interested in the goings-on in the school. Now, me, if there's a ghost in the school, I'm staying right the hell away from it, but... it's all me.
You're not scared of a little ghost story, are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm not scared of a mysterious creature that walks between the realms of the living and the dead, is able to, I don't know, do magic or any other sort of things and possibly make me experience fates worse than death. Oh no, I'm totally not scared of that.
You sound like a coward.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, what was that noise? Who dropped their laptop? Keyboard or whatever.
Look, I'm not a coward, I'm just not a fool, alright? If you guys want to go and mess around with a ghost, that's why I decided I could get a free drink out of dropping the information onto you, okay?
Look, I'm not afraid of no ghosts, okay? I can face it.
Wonderful. Well, whatever happens to you guys, if you get caught by the teachers, I didn't tell you anything. Okay?
Noted.
Wonderful. And with that, he is going to head over to a stool by himself to finish his drink. If there's anything else, otherwise, we will call it there.
At one point, Gaius is going to use his ghost arms to arm wrestle Beatrix.
Sure.
Alright. Strength v strength.
Strength or athletics?
Whichever one you guys want to do, but they both have to be the same.
Well, the ghost arms go off my wisdom modifier, so...
Damn.
Jeez.
Ghost arms strong!
Is it your right one?
Yeah, only the right... Only the right ghost arm.
who masturbates all day long. Get land! Play Left 4 Dead 2 again.
Well, it's really weird that your right arm's stronger than... Huh. I'm gonna get very drunk.
Alright, you get very drunk.
And wake up in the woods.
You wake up in the woods.